And I know one of you is kind of a not very much a lover of Salesforce, but I'm going to go ahead and feature Salesforce here because they are trying to move into the blockchain space. It gives me the impression that they're just really getting started in it. And they're hoping people start adopting their flavor of Salesforce with a blockchain backend. And you'll see that as I demo it. So in this particular article was not from Salesforce. It was linked by Salesforce, but it was written off of a blog called Be in Crypto. And the paragraph that's really the concern here is that blockchain is undergoing a wave of adoption across different sectors, with customer relationship management remaining a top priority for many companies. Well, okay, that's fine. And then he says that, blockchain has proved to be very good in places like healthcare and gaming and consulting. So while they kind of tiptoe around the idea that CRM would be good for this, I felt I needed to go to Salesforce and see if they're actually doing anything with blockchain. So I went here to one of their pages. It is one of their Salesforce blogs called the 360 blog, and it basically is introducing the Salesforce blockchain. It says create trusted partner networks on the #1 CRM platform. So basically what they're doing is they're deploying a version of Salesforce that doesn't have a relational backend, that the data structure here becomes a blockchain distributed ledger backend, which then allows you to build a network where your suppliers, where your customers are also linked with a version of the application where they can put in data and information and you can keep track of your contacts. And then they can also communicate with you back to let you know that you need a sales call, you need somebody to come by and teach a training class, or you need to do whatever your business requires for that particular customer. Now, a lot of times we're talking about larger customers. Boeing uses Salesforce, for example. They use the regular version of Salesforce, but they've found it to be quite effective in being able to link to customers that are, frankly, buy millions and sometimes billions of dollars worth of product in one order. So usually Salesforce is meant for those larger companies that have those type of customers. You wouldn't use it, for example, for a one outlet, pet food store in the middle of a city. You'd probably use a scaled down version of another software for that. But here's where we go a little bit off the rails with Salesforce. Here it says Salesforce blockchain is powered by Lightning. Well, what's Lightning? It doesn't really give a whole lot of explanation what Lightning is. And so I'm wondering, is it the Lightning add-on to Bitcoin that they're talking about, which is a side chain to the Bitcoin blockchain? I don't know. What I try to do is dig a little bit more. And what I found is Lightning is their Salesforce platform that actually uses blockchain. And so what it does here is this is another promo page for how to get into the blockchain version of their Salesforce application to build your application for your network and put the kind of features in it that you need. And you scroll down a little farther and it talks about the various pieces and parts of this Lightning software for Salesforce, including a sandbox where you can develop and not actually have it be in production, a development environment that you can work with. So, yes, Robert.
Oh, I just wanted to say that Mike says that he hates Salesforce.
Yeah. Okay, Mike.
And says that Lightning is their new interface and it's terrible.
I guess you're stuck in a job that forces you to use it, right?
I can imagine so.
Okay. Yeah, that happens. I can say that about a lot of products that Boeing is getting off the shelf. Cuts off the shelf.
And a lot of times, the pain of the integration just falls squarely on all the employees who have to figure it out, especially when, oh, guess what? It doesn't quite work for our applications, but gotta make it work anyway.
Or it didn't have the bells and features that we had in our previous application that was developed in-house specifically for us so that we could do what we really needed to do.
Yes.
But we're stuck with this crap that they bought off the shelf. Anyway, but that I'm not saying that about Salesforce necessarily. I'm sure it's the same challenge with any COTS type of package. It has certain features and it doesn't have certain features. If you want the features it doesn't have, you got to figure out how to either bolt it on or you've got to do without. And so then at that point, it's up to your IT department to go from there. So this is Salesforce's venture into blockchain.